Well, what I do is a little bit different, and I'm going to start off with something a little strange with you guys. Let me ask you all a question. You all will recognize this. What do I have?
Key.
What kind of
Skeleton key.
Exactly. Young kids don't realize this, but this is a key that used to go to every lock in your house, right?
Yeah.
My grandmother, this key belonged to her. Actually, it started off with my great-grandmother. My great-grandmother was born in 1869 and died in 1949. I never met the lady. Didn't know her. This key was passed down from her to my grandmother. Take a look at it. When my grandmother passed away, it was passed down to my mom. Mm-hmm. When my mom passed away, it was passed down to me. Now I remember my other grandmother had those locks. You remember the locks this thing went to?
Yes.
Those big, ugly black things that had the little knob on the top, and it was every lock in the house open but this key. Well, I had a strange dream the other night. Very strange dream. In the dream, I'm standing in front of my grandmother's house. Now you have to understand, guys, the key went to this house. This house burned when my grandmother was 4 years old. All I've ever seen are the pictures of the house, very old black and white photos. But in my dream, I'm standing on the front porch of this house, and I'm holding this key. And I'm thinking to myself, where is my dream going to take me? And as I stood there, I noticed around me, I'm a big Halloween fan, so I know where this came from in the dream. It was like a perfect Halloween night. The moon was huge in the sky, shining down on the house, creating shadows. The trees, you could see the branches move in the wind, almost as if the trees were petting the house. As I walked up on the front porch, uber creepy. I'm standing here, and I'm thinking, what's going to happen now as I looked at the door? Then I felt my grandmother's cold, dead hand on my shoulder. And she reached around with the other hand. And as my grandmother reached around with her other hand, she touched the key. Needless to say, I backed up. Guys, I'm not going to lie, I might have peed myself a little. I'm just throwing it out there because it wasn't exactly what I was expecting. The door swings open, and here's the thing. I was disappointed. I had made the dream too dark. There was not enough light from the moonlight to really capture what was inside the house. But as I looked further down, I saw this flicker of light coming from what looked like the kitchen. I could make out, do you remember those refrigerators that had the big front on them and the big handle?
Yeah.
You know, you put in something this much because there's that much ice. Remember these things, right? And I could see it over in the corner in this flicker of light in the kitchen. So I walk over, and in there in the kitchen is a table. Remember the tables with the scallops on the legs? I mean, this was a flashback and a half. And the weirdest thing about this was, you two were sitting at the table. I had not met you all at all until today. So I'm like, who are these folks and why are they in my dream? Okay. So I'm standing there, and my grandmother walks in. But now instead of being dead, she's like I remember her. She's got on an apron, you know, and she's like reaching in her pocket. And I'm like, cool. I know what's going to happen now. I'm going to wind up getting cookies. No. She throws these out. I'm like, I can't escape this even in my dreams, guys. But what happened was, she looks at you guys. She looks at me and she goes, now I knew what that meant. She wanted me to perform for you guys. I knew what my grandmother could do to me when I disobeyed her when she was alive. Didn't want to find out what she'd do to me if I disobeyed her when she's dead. So I said, okay, fine, well, I guess we'll do this. And again, guys, some of this stuff I have no clue about because this is not something I typically do. But I looked at you and I said, give me a number between 10 and 20. But before you do, I'm going to count out that number of cards and add it back to itself so we have a totally random choice here, okay? Give me a number between 10 and 20.
12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Said I would add it back. 2 and 1 is 3. 1, 2, 3. You'll be the only one to see that. Pick it up, take a peek at it if you would, please. And then I want you to just stick it right back there. Then I turned to you, and I started doing this. I have no idea why. I don't do anything like this in anything I do in magic. But at some point, you told me to stop.
Stop.
Now, is that good, or should I add some more?
That's good.
That's exactly what you said in the dream. This is working out wonderful. Okay. Then I did this. Started dealing it down into 2 piles. And again, I have no idea why, guys. This is something, again, it's just not my style. It's not my thing to do. But I'm like, I'm just going to let the dream go where it goes. Okay. You've given me a number totally random. You could have picked anything. For example, if you would have said 17, 7 and 1 is 8, you'd have gotten the 8th card down. You said 12, 3rd card down. You could have stopped me anywhere. In fact, you did. I gave you the option. Do you want to add more cards? And you said no. There can't be 2 of this card in the deck unless I'm cheating, and I'm not, nor was I in my dream. But if you guys live up to what happened in my dream, you have picked 2 cards that will tell us what this card is. Let me show you what I mean. Is your card a jack?
Yes, sir.
The Jack of Spades.
Yes, it is.
Would you show everybody, please? Here's the really weird part. You know how dreams are? They never make sense. You know, your house isn't your house, your kids aren't your kids, whatever. If you had stopped me that much sooner, these would have been your top cards. Do you know what would have happened then? Absolutely nothing.
Oh my God!
Because there's no place you could have stopped me. No other number she could have given me that would have made this work out, no matter how you slice it.